We went to the 2015 Photo Plus Expo in New York City to check out all the latest photography gear, meet some other YouTubers, and make some new friends. Here's what we loved the most. This Bowens JetStream 350 is perfect for adding movement to hair or dresses. At $1,500, it's much more expensive than similar models, but it's very powerful and virtually silent. I want one. Though there were more than a dozen printmakers, WhiteWall's acrylic prints were the most eye-catching. Acrylic prints put a layer of high-quality plastic over your print, protecting it and keeping it completely flat. I loved the large sizes.
Sirui makes high-quality tripods and support systems. Our favorite item was this VTJ 1.8 video travel jib, which can hold up to 10 pounds. Assembled, it extends out to almost 6 feet, but collapses to 33 inches for travel. Though it doesn't include the legs, $750 is a bargain for such a silky smooth portable jib.
I didn't see anyone else pick up these selfie sticks. A few companies are offering tiny battery-powered LEDs that can literally add light anywhere. These tiny waterproof LEDs put out about 1,500 lumens, as much as a very powerful flashlight. This BeastGrip rig will turn your smartphone into a serious camera. That might seem silly, but for apps like Periscope, a smartphone is your only video camera option. The $50 Blazer 2 LEDs match the ambient color temperature and let you get the most from your phone's small sensor in any condition.
At the PhaseOne booth, we checked out the amazing XF medium format DSLR system. With a 0.4x crop factor, that's 2.5 times bigger than a full-frame sensor. 80 megapixels, leaf shutter lenses, prism or waist-level viewfinders, a touchscreen, the XF is literally the best camera money can buy. Unfortunately, the body alone will cost you 40 to 60 grand. The one feature I'd really like to see on lower-level cameras is the high-quality top display. Look at that full color. Maybe once Canon and Nikon see this, they'll stop using those 80s Casio watch displays. PhaseOne also makes backs costing about 45 grand for other medium format cameras like this Hassie. BlackMagic makes the most practical video cameras you've probably never heard of. They take either micro four thirds or Canon lenses, and whether you're recording in a studio or run and gun, they make the best value cameras for you. We want these 4K studio cameras for our live show. We stopped by Panasonic to play with the G7, an $800 micro four thirds interchangeable lens camera that shoots 4K and feels great in the hands. Our favorite micro four thirds camera though is the GX8. It's got sensor stabilization, a flexible viewfinder, and 4K video. Believe it or not, the most exciting camera at the exhibit was a Leica. The SL is a full-frame 24 megapixel mirrorless camera with 4K recording. Sure, it's $7,500 and it's almost as big as a full-frame DSLR, but the viewfinder was beautiful.
I like that too, yeah.
The autofocus system worked fantastically, and it has features the A7R II lacks, like 11 frames a second, GPS, touchscreen, and dual SD card slots. Still, with only 3 native lenses and that Leica grip that we find uncomfortable, it's tough to recommend it over the A7 series. Canon had one of the biggest exhibits, but we created an entire video around the amazing Canon Expo, so we didn't spend too much time there. Of course, we stopped by the Sony exhibit to say hi. We filmed this using our A7R II and a borrowed A7S II. Sony was pushing their 4K solution, taking you from filming, editing, storing, all the way to playing back your video.
Photo Plus can be overwhelming, so we took an introvert break and hung out with this awesome service dog. Now, back to the show. These crazy 3D Manaco prints were the most eye-catching prints at Photo Plus. They take your regular 2D pictures, handle all of the processing, which they say is the secret sauce, and then send you the finished print.
One of our favorite pieces was the massive Chimera RingMaxx ring light, which provided gorgeous light fall-off with more flexibility than a traditional, smaller ring light. At $2,000 without strobes or stands, or about $5,000 for this entire functional setup, their unique look would have to be really important to justify the cost. Their $2,500 model is heat resistant for use with video and continuous lights. Atomos is most well known for their external video recorders. We absolutely love the Shogun and Assassin, which adds a high-resolution touchscreen and high-quality 4K recording to video cameras like the A7S and Panasonic GH4. However, the release of the second-generation A7R and A7S with internal recording means we use our Atomos recorder far less frequently, and many filmmakers will choose to put their budget elsewhere. Pentax makes the most underrated cameras. At any given price point, the Pentax is almost always the best value. We were immediately drawn to the massive 645Z medium format 50 megapixel DSLR, which sells new for about $8,300. Quite a bargain compared to the PhaseOne, though the sensor isn't nearly as large. The lens selection can't match more conventional 35mm cameras, but those bodies don't have that satisfying thunk of the shutter. We're jazzed for the future of 360-degree photos and video, which lets the viewer look around in any direction. The first consumer 360 video solution out there is the Ricoh Theta S. Goggles like the Samsung Gear VR are only about $100 or $200, and they provide a great head tracking experience. Using YouTube or Facebook video, you can also simply pan around the screen with your finger or mouse. Subscribe for our full review of the Ricoh Theta S.
I love my Wacom tablet. This model goes for $2,900 and the stand is another $400, but it's the ultimate tool for photo retouching. This model's so large that I think it'd need its own desk. Lomo makes creative, fun photography products. Our favorite are the Petzval lenses with their crazy adjustable bokeh. The brass Petzval 85 is currently available for $600, or you can pre-order this Black 58 for $850.
Almost every time somebody says, "Wow, what lens did you use to film that?" the answer is the $850 ZY Optics 50mm f/0.95, a truly unique lens. We got a chance to play with their ridiculously fast, heavy, and expensive $3,000 135mm f1.4, currently available for pre-order. Look at the way the f1.4 makes the background just disappear at that focal length. Unfortunately, it's manual focus only, so focusing with a DSLR will be very inaccurate, but I got good results using focus peaking on my A7S II. If you don't need f1.4, the Sony 135 f1.8 is about $1,100 used with autofocus. The Sony is more practical, but you won't get that same background blur.
We were thrilled and flattered to meet dozens of stunning digital photography readers. Thanks for saying hi. This guy didn't actually want to talk to me, however. He just wanted to take pictures of my 5DSR. You know what? It's flattering anyway. We were also fortunate enough to meet other YouTubers, including Kevin Gallagher, Eric Rossi, Toby and Christina, and Matt Granger. You know what? They're all as nice as they seem. Then we spent the night partying with Matt and a few friends. We did have a few drinks at the Dream Hotel bar in Chelsea, and then we had a few more at Budokan, and then I confessed my deepest secrets to Matt. Then we walked through the Chelsea market, ate way too much ice cream, had a few more drinks, blah 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 blah, you get the story. And in the morning we met up with Matt, Toby, and Christina for brunch. And yes, we do hope to make videos with all of them soon. We've already recorded a live show with Matt, so you should check that out.